Oh man, so I've been saying this for the longest, and I still believe that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is going to make it for a 2020 release. Right now, we don't know exactly when this game is going to release. All we know is that development of this game is currently underway. That it's a direct sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild that's going to be in the same world, but with a new story and gameplay elements. And given what we know about this game apparently starting development all the way back at least October 2017, I feel a game development time of around 3 years making it for a late 2020 release is something that could be plausible. But thanks to a leak from what is being planned internally from Nintendo, it looks like that's the plan. But remember, plans can change. Hey guys, HMK here once again with another Breath of the Wild 2 video to get the conversation started. We're never gonna let go of that excitement. We're gonna go in deep to past developments for this video, so for the safety of hype, be sure to strap on in. It's time to get wild. Breath of the Wild. Now, just to clarify a little bit, this leaked information did come out yesterday, November 12th, but when it comes to leaked information, especially when it's concerning something of my favorite franchise, now these days I want to try and wait at least 12 hours before reporting or commenting on it, just in case if anything gets clarified. And now that it's time, let's make a video on it, boys. This leak comes out from Sabi, who is arguably a very well-known, trusted, and reliable leaker when it comes to Nintendo stuff. And what Sabi says is that apparently internally at Nintendo, Breath of the Wild 2 is planned to release in 2020. However, they go on to say that Zelda release dates are historically delayed, which is true. It's something that we Zelda fans are completely used to at this point, and that the delays can happen internally or publicly. They go on to further state that this isn't speculation, just current plans within Nintendo that Breath of the Wild 2 is shooting for a release date in 2020. And you know me, I'm one of the biggest advocates for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, aka Zelda 20 for 2020. So this news has me super hyped up. But at the same time, historically speaking, yes, bigger Zelda games are known for getting that big old delay sometimes. When talking about how Breath of the Wild 2 is planned set for 2020, let's go down memory lane and look at how previous Zelda games were planned for a certain release date but didn't quite get there. Let's do that. Just to name a few, oh boy, a big one, Ocarina of Time got delayed. Yeah, it did. It was thanks to the 64DD, the Nintendo 64 disk drive. Ocarina of Time was originally planned to be the flagship game for that peripheral, just like how Super Mario 64 was a flagship title for the original Nintendo 64. But the disk drive did get delayed and wound up to be a commercial failure, thus delaying Ocarina of Time as a game itself. It had to be repurposed for a cartridge instead of whatever went into the disk drive. I mean, what do you call that thing? Moving on, Twilight Princess got delayed. Oh, that one hurt. I was there for the whole brunt of it. It was originally meant to come out in 2005, but it got delayed multiple times for months all the way into 2006 and then released both on the GameCube and the Wii. And in North America, the GameCube version actually came out after the Wii version by a month. Does anyone in the comment section remember that? That was rough. I was literally on the edge of my seat waiting for Twilight Princess to come out ever since they dropped that first mysterious trailer all the way back in E3 2004. Things got bleak for the public after they released that weird website where it was like Zelda Camp or something. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Anyways, moving on. Skyward Sword also got delayed. It was originally planned for 2010, but got delayed into 2011, which is a bit of a conspiracy because the Zelda anniversary was in 2011, the 25th anniversary, so it really makes you wonder, did they delay it for that? But enough of that, it's all a machine. And then, of course, the original Breath of the Wild. Originally, it was planned for a 2015 release on the Wii U, but it got delayed twice into 2 years, from 2015 to 2016 and again from 2016 to 2017, and in turn had a dual release on the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch. And I can tell right now, everyone knows this because it was recent. That was rough. But in hindsight, I really do think it was definitely for the better considering that it's on the Switch, a launch title for the Switch. So at this point in time, I'm not too salty about Breath of the Wild. I'm still salty about Twilight Princess though. This track record speaks for itself. However, this is a direct sequel, reusing a ton of stuff from Breath of the Wild into Breath of the Wild 2. I myself made a really big compelling argument on this subject with this video. You can click the card in the video or the link in the description box to check it out. Personally, I believe that a game like this has the capacity to not get delayed, considering Nintendo was able to pull off something similar in the past with Majora's Mask and Super Mario Galaxy 2. By reusing the established assets and engines from a previous release during a relatively small time frame, Nintendo was able to put out a product that rivals, if not betters, the original concept. I personally believe Super Mario Galaxy 2 was way better than Super Mario Galaxy 1, and although I think Ocarina of Time is still better than Majora's Mask, there is a lot of people with amazing arguments that state that Majora's Mask is indeed better than Ocarina of Time. And let's not forget the fact that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was revealed and released in the same year, which tells us the truth of Nintendo's development time in relation to reveal is really up to them. What I mean by this is that Nintendo can truly reveal a game anytime they want, and that public reveal at that point in time could be something of a product that is very far along the lines in development. Case in point, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That game was in development for quite a bit, but they kept it very hush-hush, and they revealed it 2018 and released it that year. So with Breath of the Wild 2 being revealed this year, a 2020 release date wouldn't hurt it in terms of sales or promotion, because it's one of those games that really promotes itself, just like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The amount of buzz for this game is already insane, and it's only going to get better once the promotional tactics for Nintendo really start snowballing. And given this leak from Sabi, I am very much elated that Nintendo is indeed planning for this game to release in 2020. They didn't state when exactly in 2020, but from what I've been saying over and over again, I feel that a holiday season will be the best bet for Nintendo to maximize sales. Nintendo really needs a game like this for 2020. Right now, off the bat, that I can think of when it comes to Nintendo-owned IPs that they're releasing, in terms of heavy hitters, is definitely Animal Crossing New Horizons, which is coming out in March, and Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, which is releasing in 2020. A lot of people say March will be a good time because it'll be the 3-year anniversary of Breath of the Wild, but Nintendo's already releasing Animal Crossing around that time, and then you want this game to compete with Final Fantasy VII Remake? Not so much. However, given Nintendo's internal plans of them shooting for a 2020 release date for Breath of the Wild 2, I can't ignore Nintendo's track record when it comes to Zelda games, and I can't shake off the possibility of it getting delayed thanks to what we've seen them do in the past. But then again, once again, this is the most direct sequel we are getting when it comes to a Zelda game. We're going to the same world, using the same characters, the same engine, which is the reason why Breath of the Wild got delayed so much in the first place. And Nintendo's just building off of something that is already pre-established, just like with Majora's Mask and just like with Super Mario Galaxy 2. I believe, but at the same time, that possibility is always underlining. I guess we really have to wait and see for the Game Awards this year. Breath of the Wild and Nintendo have a huge home in that show already, and given that we already saw an initial reveal at E3, them following up with something more at the Game Awards is a huge possibility, and we have to have a lookout for that 2020. But at the end of the day, I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about this leak that came out of Sabi that internally at Nintendo, Breath of the Wild 2 is being planned for a 2020 release? Do you think they'll stick to the plan? Do you think it'll get delayed just like Zelda games in the past have? Leave your comments in the comments section below. Also, be sure to check out Sabi's Twitter for more awesome Nintendo news, information, and of course, leaks when they happen. I really just can't wait for the Game Awards this year. Don't forget to like, favorite, share, and most importantly, subscribe to HMK for more Zelda content every week. Big thanks once again to my awesome Patreon supporters for help making this video happen. If you want to find out how you can support HMK for just $1 a month, please check out my Patreon. I've got a ton more Zelda videos in store for you guys, but I really want to cover this leak. So, until the next Zelda video, this has been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.